La la la, hey, hey, yeah, yeah.
So in case you didn't know, it is National Police Week in the nation's capital, and they're always doing amazing things to keep us safe. And we have a couple of representatives here today. Actually, the spokesperson for the National Coalition Against Contraband Tobacco.
Good morning, Dylan. Gary
Grant is with us, and the president of the National Capital Area Crime Stoppers, Richard McMullen. We'll chat about how cigarettes are a problem for our communities, illegal ones, in moments. But first, Richard, how many years has Crime Stoppers been a part of our community?
So Crime Stoppers has been a part of our community for 31 years.
Really?
Started in 1985 here in the capital and going strong today.
And Gary, we've been hearing a lot in the news about, you know, how the damaging effects of illegal cigarettes primarily within our community. Can you talk a little bit about that and how organized crime plays a role globally?
Yeah, organized crime, the RCMP has estimated there's about 175 organized criminal gangs that are involved in the dealing contraband tobacco. And along with the contraband tobacco, they're also involved in dealing with drugs and weapons and even some cases of human trafficking. To bring it to a local level, recently the Ottawa police have indicated that there's been a rise in some shootings over the last few years, and they're tying some of that directly into the contraband trade and the fact that they're dealing in guns as well. And just last winter in the Cornwall area, there was a warning put out by the RCMP to people that are using the snowmobiles and the trails for recreation to be careful, because the contraband smugglers had booby-trapped the trails, and you could get yourself hurt because they wanted to protect their tank. So it really is. I mean, they're really doing a number on the communities, if you want to say that. In particular, what bothers me as a father is that they'll sell cigarettes to kids.
I was going to ask that.
They don't ask how old you are. They don't care how old you are. They'll sell you a baggie of 200 cigarettes or a carton of cigarettes for the price of a movie ticket, and
so scary.
Starts a whole generation of smokers.
So Gary, how do we know if it's contraband?
Well, let me see if you can tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you can have a look at this, if you can see these cigarettes, most Canadians don't smoke, so most Canadians
honestly,
don't know.
So I'm not a smoker, and I think it's one of the worst things that's ever been created. I can't tell at all if any of these. This one doesn't look play fairs. That doesn't seem. But I mean, it is difficult to tell, and especially for young people, it must be a challenge because they maybe don't know at all. They haven't been educated on this.
Wow. These are hard to tell, like with the exception of this one, like you mentioned, Dylan.
Yeah.
With the typo in the name.
Well, of course, not that we want those young people to smoke at all or make any choices.
No, of course not, right?
But the reality is, people do get confused, and so if you're concerned whether the cigarettes you're buying, if you choose to buy cigarettes are legal, take a look at the mall. Here's the only legal one, and it's legal because it has a yellow duty-free stamp on it, that the duty has been paid on it, taxes. It's got the red stamp that's from the proper government stamp, and it's got at least 3/4 of the panel that's given over to a health warning. So there are things to look for, but the biggest thing to look for is how much.
Okay.
Because I
how
believe
much you're paying for
how
it.
much. If it's dirt cheap, if it's like $10, $12, $20 for a carton of cigarettes, that I think in a retail store, the legal ones that go for like around $80, you know it's contraband.
And Richard, now to bring it back sort of to within our own little communities, our own little neighborhoods. I know Crime Stoppers really works within those little pockets of neighborhood. What can we do as a community, as parents, to sort of help reduce this within our community?
So the things that citizens in our region and our communities can do is, if they know of illegal crimes, whether it's contraband tobacco or any other crime or criminal activity, report that either through the police or to Crime Stoppers anonymously. That iconic 1-800-222-TIPS number. You know, last year we received almost 4,000 tips that helped police recover and seize 15 firearms from our communities.
Even if you're not sure, because sometimes you see something that's a bit suspicious and you hesitate because you don't want to necessarily get...
Yeah, absolutely. So, citizens can come forward either, again, through the police. If it's a crime in progress, we want them to call 911.
Of course.
But anonymously, if you've got information that, again, you may be not 100% on, don't want to necessarily get involved, Crime Stoppers is a great opportunity to share that information.
But Richard, I'm guessing a lot of people might be concerned or weary that it isn't confidential. Like, it is at 100% confidential? They never have to worry about giving their information or being found?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we're lucky in Canada that Supreme Court ruling basically guarantees the anonymity of the tipster. We don't ask the tipster to give us any identification when they call us. It's totally anonymous. We don't record the call. We don't use call display. It's not done by police. It's done by a not-for-profit, community-based organization that partners with the community, the police, and the media to provide that anonymous tips, and it's 100% anonymous.
Great.
That's
good to
great.
hear.
Thank you both so much for being here
pleasure.
and for
Thank you
raising
very
that
much.
awareness and sort of helping move this along.
Great.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Crimestoppers.ca, by the way, for all the things
More
you guys do,
information.
and stopcontrabandtobacco.ca.
Yes,
Two
indeed.
great websites.
Thank you.
You're going to want to join us for some more daytime. We are coming back with Dr. Melissa Ewan-Innes, and she's going to be talking to us about back pain, how to fix it and prevent it. Stick around.